So it's just been announced that Supreme was actually sold for $2.1 billion. What does that mean for the future of the brand? Is resell dead? Will there be box logos in Walmart? Is that kiosk in the mall actually going to be selling Supreme now? First Smurfs, now this. $2.1 billion? That's a lot of box logos.
I feel like I'm chosen, I'm covered in gold.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a bunch more videos like this and drop lists and live cops and all that stuff. It was just announced early today that Supreme was actually sold for $2.1 billion.
Oh, hell no!
So what does this mean for Supreme, and what does it mean for resale, and what does it mean in general for the brand?
Oh, God!
So back in 2017, your Lord and Savior James Jebbia actually sold 50% of Supreme to the Carlyle Group. The Carlyle Group sort of buys and sells businesses. In 2017, they bought half of Supreme from James Jebbia for about $500 million.
Okay.
When the Carlyle Group buys a company, they generally, and ironically, are basically looking to flip the company. So they'll hold on to it for a little bit of time, and they'll make some money down the road. So what was actually sold was the Carlyle Group took their 50% and sold it to a company named VF Corp. VF Corp basically bought Supreme from the Carlyle Group for $2.1 billion. And technically that's actually just half of Supreme. So they own 50% of Supreme. So Carlyle Group made a pretty good come up on that flip. And they are now 100% the #1 Supreme flipper in all of the world. I can't even imagine what the StockX fees are on that thing.
Oh my God!
Anyways, so what does this mean for the future of the brand? Have you ever heard of the VF Corp? They actually are the owners of some brands you might know, the North Face, Timberland, Vans, to name a few, and a bunch of other brands like that. Personally, I actually think this is going to be a really good thing for the brand as a whole. They'll either do more collaborations with brands like that are also in the VF family, or it'll be cheaper to do collaborations with those brands, or they'll be able to use the money and make the items nicer because it's going to be just one big supply chain. It also could mean that potentially Supreme bags might be made by the North Face now, which would be really cool. There's a lot of really interesting things that could come about. But to be honest, from a day-to-day, the reason that VF said that they wanted to buy Supreme was because they wanted to learn from their model more, the drop model. So potentially this could be good for all brands involved. This could make the North Face learn a little bit from Supreme. Supreme will get some from North Face and get stuff from Vans, and it'll be a nice partnership. I think it makes sense to be involved in a company that owns, brands that they've collaborated with and brands that they kind of are, on an equal playing field with. And their customer base is very similar too. So it just makes a lot of sense. But I know the most important question that all of you guys had is, what does this mean for James Jebbia? He owns the other half of Supreme still. So by the Carlyle Group selling their half of Supreme away for $2.1 billion, that automatically means that the half that he still has is worth now $2.1 billion. So your savior, James Jebbia, basically became a billionaire overnight. That is a nice thing to wake up to. So in the end, I really do actually think this is going to be a good thing for the brand. It puts like-minded brands together. It just makes a lot of sense to sort of have a closer relationship with the North Face and a closer relationship with Timberland. Not that they've done anything worth grabbing lately. And also with Vans. They should be associated with different types of brands like that. But anyways, thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you all stopping by. But I also am going to appreciate it when y'all turn around and walk on out the door. Like they say in the movies, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the F up out of here. See you later.
I feel like I'm chosen, I'm covered in gold.